The key to successful speech is a well-organized, planned out, rehearsed outline. So if we think about what we discussed earlier, we're going to start off all of our outlines with that orientation, where we start off at the top with the topic or the title, our general purpose. So options are to inform, to persuade, or to entertain. Specific purpose, where we're building on, and we include the audience there. And then we get to our central idea, which is expressed as a complete sentence. It's like a thesis statement in writing. And that is going to be the guide through our entire speech. So anything that we create, all of our information, needs to go back and support that central idea. Let's move on to the preparation outline. This preparation outline, it's long, it's full sentences, it's every single thing that you want to have in your presentation. So it's going to have all of your sources, all the credibility of the sources. It will basically be like your whole entire paper. If you were writing a research paper, it would be your paper, but yet it's in outline format. So where we're going to look at that strict formatting, where we have the indentation. And once you get this down, this is what will help you then, when you practice, you can break down the time, you can insert information in if you need to, take stuff out, just so it meets the requirements. And again, the key is a successful and organized preparation outline. We then go to the speaking outline. So I like to think of the preparation outline as your halfway point in speech making. After that, you need to practice it numerous times, fine-tune it, and get it into something that you can present. So more keyword format, short phrases. So just getting rid of all the extra words. Also, you can include delivery and presentation cues. For example, you can see there on their cards, which you can use cards or you can use just a condensed version of your actual preparation outline, getting rid of all of those extra words. But you can see there how it says to change slides. So the speaking outline or note cards are for you. You put on whatever you need to. So let's talk about parts of the outline. Again, we'll start off with that orientation. That will be our guide through the entire speech making process. So always keeping in mind the central idea. What am I trying to prove? What is the point of the speech? So we have our introduction, and we're going to get into a little bit more detail of what is included in the introduction in the upcoming chapters. So just briefly here, that's going to be our first main section. So it's going to be before our body, and we're going to need to grab the audience's attention, which we'll discuss how to, and preview the main points of the speech. So again, just look at how this is set up in an outline format. Then we move on to the body of the speech. And you can see here, it's where we have our main points. You see the first main point represented in a Roman numeral, second main point. Here they call these links transitions, logical transitions. You're going to I'll refer to them as transitions. And the idea of that subordination, that indentation. Then we end with the conclusion, and it's the main part of the body, or the main part of the speech. And you'll see how after the body of the speech, we have the transition into the conclusion, where we'll restate our ideas and sort of conclude with a final thought. At the end, we'll have our formal documentation page, whether it's APA or MLA. At the end is when you will use that formal way with your alphabetical order, making sure everything's indented, author, date. So that will be formal on the end at the documentation page. We're going to discuss how you cite things within text, which is very different than writing.